Hey, thank you for joining us on another episode of our cocktail series. And today we have Gabe Urrutia from Aberfeldy Scotch to make the herbed honey smash. And he says it's really good, so I can't wait to try it. So go ahead, take it away, Gabe.
Hi, my name's Gabe Urrutia, Aberfeldy Single Malt Ambassador, and today I'm gonna create the herbed honey smash. Very simple cocktail to make, and what we're using is basically local ingredients. That's what I love about it. So we have some fresh mint, a little bit of rosemary, citrus, honey, and of course the star of the show, a little bit of that Aberfeldy 12. And what I love about this cocktail, that it is a perfect pairing with one of my favorite cigars, which is gonna be the Davidoff Nicaragua, which I'm stoked to smoke today. So the cool thing is we're gonna kind of get into a little bit of the ingredients and basically teach you how to make this. So I'm excited. So I love this cocktail. It's super easy to make. Of course, the star of the show, a little bit of Aberfeldy 12. I have some fresh local citrus here that I squeezed, and we have some honey here as well. So we got these kind of small little jars from the native guy. And the cool thing about this is that you actually have to turn the honey into a syrup. Specifically, this is raw honey, it's unfiltered. So of course it's gonna be very, very thick. So if you shake that into a cocktail, it's not gonna blend into the cocktail because it's too thick. So you need to turn it into a honey syrup. Very simple process, 1 part water to 1 part syrup, and you end up with your honey syrup. And what you see is what you get, and that's that gorgeous color that we're gonna get for this cocktail. And of course, very important, the Davidoff Nicaragua pairing that we're gonna have here, which is gonna be awesome with the fresh herbs that we also got from the garden as well. So all in all, it's very simple to make. Basically a shaker, your glassware, your jigger, your bar spoon. If you don't have any of these, feel free to build it in a glass. Of course, I have a honey bear glass for this cocktail, but you can build it in any glass and it's very simple to make. I'm excited, stay tuned. So let's get right into it. We're gonna create this cocktail, very simple, obviously using Aberfeldy 12. And what I love about Aberfeldy is that longer fermentation time. It's a very unusual fermentation time, which leads it to have honey notes. And we're gonna embrace those honey notes with local honey from the native guy, a little bit of local citrus, and of course, what some of these herbs that we grew from the garden. So we have a little bit of mint here. I have rosemary as well. I like mine with mint personally, but if you have any type of herb at your house, whether it be basil, it could be thyme, it could be rosemary, it could be mint, feel free to get creative and make this cocktail your own, because you're gonna be serving this to your guests at your house all summer long. So let's get to it. We're gonna do 2 ounces of delicious Aberfeldy 12. Of course, I love to use a jigger, which is very important for me, right? Because the same way if you're baking a cake, you want to make sure you get these ingredients correct. So I always have a jigger, I always have a bar spoon, and of course, a shaker to marry these flavors together. We're gonna do 1.5 ounces of citrus. I squeeze this beforehand, so you know, buy a squeezer online, and you're gonna have something ready to rock. It's gonna be 1.5 ounces, and then we're gonna do 1 ounce of honey syrup. Of course, like we said before, make sure that you cut that honey in half. Raw unfiltered honey is too thick when you shake that, so it'll stay in the bottom of the shaker. So you want to make sure you cut it with water. So 1 part water, 1 part honey, stir that up, and you're ready to rock, and you have your honey syrup. And of course, an important part is going to be the herbs, right? So we talk about mint, and I love mint. Kind of, you know, this is something that we're familiar with. I mean, I love mojitos, for example. But you know, one thing about mint, I think everyone is so used to seeing something muddled and kind of, you know, kind of just overworking the actual mint. When you overwork the mint, you're going to get more of those bitter notes. We want to get just more of those minty notes, right? So even if you kind of agitate it like that, you're going to get more of those kind of notes coming out of the mint. What we're going to do is we're going to add about 4 to 5 mint leaves here, and we're going to put them in there. We're not even going to muddle them. we're gonna get that muddle from the actual shake. And of course, like we said before, the shake is important, right? Because we're gonna marry those flavors together. Of course, we're gonna get a little dilution. And the most important part, because of Miami's hot summer nights, is going to be chilling this cocktail. And of course, when you're creating this cocktail, the most important part is always to serve it and shake it with a smile. So I'm gonna shake this for a little bit. I hear it already, baby. And what we're gonna do is, I got these honey bear glasses, which I bought online. Guests love them. And we're just gonna kind of pour that inside. Look at the gorgeous color you're getting from the Scotch whiskey, from the honey. And what I love to do is, pick from my little garden here. So we're gonna find some mint, and agitate it a little bit, and add that to the corner. I want to make sure that this drink is drinkable, so the first thing I want to do is taste it. So, cheers. Darn delicious. What a journey! So we got the herb honey smash, a little bit of Aberfeldy, we got our local honey, our mint, and of course, the last most important part of this pairing is, of course, a cigar. So here is one of my favorites, Davidoff Nicaragua, which we're pairing with, of course, that longer fermentation time, which leads it to have honey notes. Those honey notes pair perfect with the earthy and peppery notes coming out of the Davidoff Nicaragua. I'm gonna take a sip again, of course. A perfect pair. My name is Gabe Urrutia, Aberfeldy Single Malt Ambassador. Thank you for having me, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.
Ooh, Gabe, you were right. This drink is so refreshing, and it goes very well with Davidoff Nicaragua. If you want to try it, which I think you should go and visit our website at cigarsnob.com. Also, subscribe to our channel and like us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever you like. Also, subscribe to the magazine. It's $18. You can't go wrong for a whole year. Come on, who wouldn't want that? Anyways, I hope I see you soon.